Hello and welcome to another Sale-A-Bration tutorial. Everything that I'm using, well, not everything, let's not say everything, but the paper I'm using, the stamps that I'm using, you can earn these items for free during our Sale-A-Bration event. Hello, my name is Kimberly Smith and I'm the Paper Chef. I'm an independent U.S. Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. That means you can shop with me. You can't really shop directly with our company, not really. And so you pretty much, I say there's a couple exceptions, but you pretty much shop through a demonstrator. That's how we earn commission. So bottom line, that's my store. So if you like what I'm showing you, you just shop and then you earn these things for free. So you can't buy this Heartfelt Hellos. You can't buy the Flight and Airy Designer Series paper. You can only earn it during Sale-A-Bration, meaning when you spend $50, you get it for free. So I just want to mention a couple things. There's the Sale-A-Bration brochure, and I've been working on what's called a Sale-A-Bration club. It's how I focus on a certain amount of products for the 2 months. I started this series in January. I'm going to continue until we're done, even if it goes into March. But hopefully we finish the series by the end of February. You have until February 29th to earn these free items. So when I started the club, I just focused on the items in this book. These items that you can earn for free. But then, as Stampin' Up! Usually does, and it's a surprise for all of us, when the second month of Sale-A-Bration rolls around, they add a bunch of other things you can get for free. I have a couple of them to show you because I think they're pretty cool and you might want to get these. So this is, the one thing you can get are these cards and envelopes. Not the Memories and More cards, but these cards and envelopes. They're called the Sweet Thoughts cards and the Sweet Thoughts envelopes. This was part of my specialty designer series paper share, so I had samples. Aren't these cool? Okay, so they come in a pack like this. Sweet Thoughts, Memories, and More. So you get 20 cards and 20 envelopes. So you get 10 of the Calypso Coral style, and you'd get 10 of the Pretty Peacock style. So that's free. So that's pretty cool, right? That's a new item that you can get for free. Now, another one you could get for free. Let me go ahead and put these back in my bag because this is someone's prize. All right, well, I'll put it back. I'll put it back later. The other one you can get for free is this paper. And if you missed my tutorial yesterday on how to cut this out with the scan and cut, this is fantastic paper. This is with the exception of most items, like this one you can also buy. So everything in here you can't buy. It's not for sale. It's only free. But all the new items they added, like the Sweet Thoughts, Memories, and More cards, if you just want to outright buy them, you can. I recommend if you buy these to get a couple packs of these to go with it. These are not free, but these are called the Sweet Thoughts, Memories, and More card pack. So these are really nice, and there's stickers in there. Now, this package is also something you can get for free during Sale-A-Bration. So if you missed my tutorial, I showed how you can use the paper to cut out things with your scan and cut. And here are just some of the cards you can make with that paper. All I did was use my own stamps, but I used the paper for the background and for all of these kids. And so I just think this paper is fantastic. It's my favorite paper in the mini catalog. So the fact that it's free makes me mean like I'm going to be stocking up on it personally. After I get my Delightfully Eclectic, which is another free one, which is, I think, the best value of all the free things, is the Delightfully Eclectic because that paper has 48 sheets in a package. Now, I don't have any more of it. I actually only have little shreds of it, scraps. I did order more, and I did get it for free, so I'm proud of myself because I'm a person that likes to get the best deals. That's why I joined Stampin' Up. To get the discount. Of course, look at me now. Next thing you know, I didn't realize I'd make a career out of it. I was honestly in a different career when I did this and just thought, oh, yeah, I'm just doing it for the discount. All right, here's the paper. Isn't that cool? Delightfully Eclectic. So I've been using it in my kits. It's a $30 value, and you get 48 sheets of 12 by 12. So you get 24 different patterns because each 12 sheets has a different design. And, hello. 48 sheets, $30 value. You just spend $50 and you get a pack of $30 pack of paper. Here's one of the pieces. There's another piece of it. There's another piece. I used it for the Fluffiest Friends Workshop series. All right, so we are going to cut our paper, what we need, and then I'll do the measurements for you. So first, let's do, and my hands are kind of cold. I should have worn my gloves. I'm out in my she shed, and it's cold here in Georgia. We're going to take this piece of Flight and Airy. I know, it's kind of sad. We're cutting the beautiful birds, the other side of the birds. And we're going to go by 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so 4 by 5 1/4. Now, if you're wondering what the rest of this paper looks like that you can get for free, I don't have all of it because, again, I ordered another pack of it, and I will do a scan and cut tutorial on this paper as well, because, like, this one would be hard to cut out with the machine. But I am going to do a tutorial for, like, some of the birds that are solid, that are on solid backing. We'll see how they work. All right, so this is the paper that I have left. Isn't that beautiful? It's just great for Mother's Day cards like we're making, Easter cards, card backgrounds, spring cards. And then you're going to take this piece of paper. This is the other piece. So this is the one that cuts out easily with the scan and cut. May have to do a little bit of a pencil trick in there with the face. But watercolor birds, how beautiful. All right, so we're going to take this piece and we're going to put it on a piece of bubble bath. So let's go ahead and do that. So we already mentioned it's, and I'll tell you the bubble bath, the orientation of the bubble bath. But we've already mentioned that it was 5 1/4 times 4 inches, and it's like, oh, what a beautiful background that we're covering up here. But it's okay. It's only paper, guys. Just buy more paper. And you are an ambassador of happiness. You know, send people cards, right? If you do your card thing and other people don't, you have the opportunity to make a lot of people happy. And that's what I like to do. I like to send happy mail to people. That's how I roll. This corner of this card is a little bent. See if I have another one. It's how I roll. I send cards. I make cards. I send cards. Okay, this one doesn't have a bend in the corner. But it's a little wonky. There you go. So anyway, in your card club, you already have these pieces. So I'm just using pieces right from my bags that I made for the card club. Not the card club, but the Sale-A-Bration club. That club is over, but I will have, upcoming, we have our hot air balloon workshop series. You can still sign up till the 10th of February. You can still sign up for this month's card club, Notes in Nature, and then they'll have a bingo coming up. All right, so we're going to need this piece of Daffodil Delight cardstock. I think I need to start writing down the measurements for myself here. I've already cut this one. So I brought out a piece of scrap paper. I was trying to align my printer. It's always giving me a hard time. And then, look, after it gives me a hard time and I align it, it prints out and it's like all the patterns are perfect. I'm like, oh yeah, now you're acting perfect. But then it doesn't print out all my flyers correctly. All right, so bubble bath cardstock. I'm just going to open this up. It's our card that's 8.5 times 5.5. And then you're going to score at 4 1/4. So this is an A2 card. And then we have the layer 1. And the layer 1 is going to be 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, layer 2. Okay, and then layer 3. So we have, see how this works? We have all these layers here. We'll take a screenshot in a minute. Layer 3. Layer 3 is going to be a little smaller than layer... Now, layer 1 and 3 are going to be the DSP, Flight and Airy. I know, it's such a cute name, isn't it? And then this piece here is going to be Daffodil Delight cardstock. Thank you guys for signing in, checking in. 29 watching. I love you guys. And I hope you liked the video if you liked the video. I can't make you love me. Oh, wait. I can't make you love me if you don't. That's the way the song goes. I don't know. I crack myself up sometimes. All right. Sometimes I think of songs when I think of things. I can't make you like me if you don't. All right. Daffodils Delight cardstock. All right, we gotta figure out what the measurements are because I forgot because I created this eons ago. I think it was like 4 1/4. Yeah, 4 1/4 by 3. All right, good. I guessed right. So 4 1/4 by 3. Make that right, and then it's gonna be. And then let's see. Then the next one would be 4 inches by 2 3/4. All right, so that's the layer 3. So now we need the layer 3 is this little piece of paper. So I already have this piece cut. So that's going to go right here. Actually, there's a little spot on it, so I'm going to flip it around. But you get the idea. And now we need a little piece of DSP. So you could probably get away with this one, but I'm going to use the one that's a little bit more pinkish. So let's look if that's the one with the birds on the back. Yes. So it's this pretty little one. And the only thing to keep in mind for this card is to go ahead and like make sure that your orientation is correct. So if it's 2 3/4 inches high, then you need to make sure you're cutting it in this orientation. Okay, so Lisa's saying she has a terrible postal service there. Oh no, frequently lost cards? Well, I don't call people to see if they got things anymore. I've sort of trained my relatives to let us know by, and I do definitely use my mom as an excuse. I say, look, my mom's not on social media, and it'd be really nice if you call her and let her know you got her present that she made for you, handmade. Or my niece, class act, I guess I should show you guys what she did. So my mom made these, like little chef's hat and this cute little spring hat for my niece and nephew. She went on this online site. This is what I just cut, the 4 by 3 1/4. She went on this online site and she sent my mom a postcard with them wearing their new hats and with a note. So she used this website that mails out postcards. So she uploaded her digital pictures. What a class act my niece is. And that way my mom was waiting. Have you heard from her? I said, no, I haven't heard from her yet. But I go, she's really good about those things, I'm thinking, right? And she sent a postcard. So, of course, I have to let her know I got that really cute postcard and it made Mom's day. So the way you teach people to acknowledge things is you just keep on sending them things when they acknowledge. And if they don't, sometimes they're not in the position to acknowledge. So you shouldn't stop sending them email. But when they do, when people acknowledge me, I definitely will keep them on my nice list. But it doesn't mean I don't put the other people on the list. I mean, everybody gets cards. In fact, some of the people who don't acknowledge you are the ones that need the cards the most. And if your life is full or fuller than someone else's, everyone thinks their life sucks. I mean, it's kind of sad. Not everyone thinks that because I don't go around thinking that. But what I'm saying is a lot of people go around thinking, oh, woe is me. But there's always someone worse off than you. And sometimes people just aren't even in a position to be able to accept love from others. They're just down and they're down and out. So it means you need to send them happy mail even more now than ever. And don't expect anything in the return because that's not why you do it. You do it to brighten other people's days, not to get mail back. Oh my goodness, what is going on with this cardstock today? This little piece. Don't go, if it's on a rip piece, don't go putting more adhesive on that piece. It'll just keep ripping. So start with when that happens, try not to go over it because then you see all that little sticky stuff in there. Anywho, that is going to, let's see which way the flowers go. I think this is right side up. So isn't that pretty? So it's just colors you wouldn't really think to put together. Who knew bubble bath was coordinated with the Daffodil Delight. I mean, who knew? I just go by the colors on the pack of paper to see what's coordinated. All right, let's talk about the linen thread and the ink, and then you can take your screenshot of this. And then, so we have our ink. It's going to be, I'm going to do a little extra inking this time. We're going to use Calypso Coral. And I'm going to ink the edges of it. And I'm going to ink the edges with Daffodil Delight. That's why I brought this out, because I just thought that might look nice. I'm cheating on the spelling of daffodil, okay? Even though I use the word all the time. Delight, because those are 2 inks colors. And then you're going to use, so let's put that in a little box. I'm just putting these things over here. And we use Decorative Circle Punch. Decorative. Now, I've already have my little pieces, but you always want to cut out your basic white. Decorative Circle Punch. All right, now you can take your screenshot and you'll know your measurements for this card. Later on, my team member, Janet, goes in there and she'll put all the measurements somewhere in the comments of the video for me. And she writes them so you could copy and paste them. And I am honestly working on a recipe book. The Paper Chef's recipe book for cards. But it's very challenging while working on the business. So we need some thread. And we're just going to get a little piece of thread to put behind there. So let's just take a little piece like here. I know you guys always want to know how big something is. I don't know. Let me go see how big this is so I can write down how much thread you need to use. All right. I'm going to say, let's say 8 inches or so. You're just going to twirl it around the back of the Happy Mother's Day. All right, you don't do that till after you stamp, so we'll put that there. Now we need some dimensionals to attach that with. All right, so now we're going to take our little pieces. I already have them. Oh, by the way, if you're new to my channel, always stick around because I have lots of projects to show you at the end of every video. You just never know what we're gonna see. So we're gonna take some Daffodil Delight. Open that up. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip this over now that you have your screenshot. I'm just going to flip this paper over. I need to get my blending brush. Okay. Oh, I have the little one too to show you. I have those little. I'm still trying to figure out where my friend got these for me, but these little blending brush clips. I'll find out that information and eventually get back to my audience here. All right, so we're going to take some basic or some Daffodil Delight, and we're going to put that on there. Tap, tap, tap. And then, now there's a little bit of there's one side that looks better on the side, I think. I like the decorative part, the one with the more curly little bumps, to be on the top and bottom. Right? Then the sides only have one little bump. But the 3 little bumps, I put on the top and the bottom. So you already have this punch shape if you're in my club, my Sale-A-Bration club. I punched this out for you. But if you're not in the club, then you just use whatever you have. I mean, whatever materials you have. And you put whatever sentiment on here you want. You can still make this card with whatever paper you have. I mean, every crafter has paper. That's like a staple for what you have in your craft room. Everybody has paper. All right, now I just grabbed a piece just to show you a piece of basic white. So I'm going to go like that. Just the regular basic white. And I'm putting the punch and using 2 hands to punch. Isn't that great? So that's the decorative circle punch in our catalog now. When I say in our catalog, that means you can buy it. You don't need an actual catalog to buy it. It just means you can buy it like from our store. That's what that means. Now, you guys, if you know me, you know why I did another one. Because there was still ink left on there. And there's usually a better side that comes out. One side comes out a little raggier than the other. And whenever there's still ink on my block, I like to, even though you're like, aren't we just making one card? Like, what in the world is she doing? Well, while I'm here, while I have everything out, while I have ink on my blending brush, while I have ink on my stamping block, while the right colors are out. I mean, I'm not going to, like tomorrow I'll have a whole different color scheme for a whole different project for my next, or the next day. Tomorrow or the next day will be another whole set of colors, which I'm using for hot air balloon. That uses lemon lolly instead of daffodil delight. So I'll have all this stuff put away by then. If you don't put your stuff away after each project, you can't get anything done. I mean, you can get stuff done, but what I'm saying is you have to wash it and put it away. Or else you won't be free in your mind to do all the other stuff you need to do. So I'm putting this down. All right. We're going to do Happy Mother's Day. Actually, I can use this piece of paper to do my scrap. So that is now Heartfelt Hellos. This is a great free stamp set because we've already used the Easter. We're going to use all 6 in this series. They're just great sentiments for the spring. We have Mother's Day. We have Dad, you're the best. We have Enjoy Your Day. Thinking of you this Easter. We've already done Love You More. The hello goes really good with the watercolor melon. Anyway, just putting that flat side up, mounting the stamp. Don't stamp straight onto the piece of basic white until you get a good stamped image on your scrap paper or your sticky note, which I do. That looks pretty good. And then you hold it for a few seconds, tap, tap, tap your ink, hold it for a few seconds, and then lift it up. And then it looks pretty good. And if you have a little bit, you can always use like a blender pen if you missed a couple spots. Let me grab that Calypso Coral. Or a marker. So like say there's a couple spots, like that's why I like my markers. Like for some reason it's not inking up all the way. You have a couple spots missing. I just fix it with my marker. Little things. All right, so you're like, okay, you only have one mother. Why are you making so many Mother's Day cards? Well, I have 2 sisters that happen to be mothers. Right? I have loads, and I have nieces and the wives of my nephews that happen to be mothers. Right? So I have friends that happen to be mothers. So isn't it okay to wish everyone happy Mother's Day, even if your mother or grandmother isn't alive? I mean, you could wish anyone a happy Mother's Day. In fact, I've been told, hate to say it because it's my own relatives, but I'm going to keep it real. My relatives have told me that my Mother's Day card, I'm just putting a little bit of, like this, I'm going behind there with some adhesive, right? Some Seal Plus. I've been told that my Mother's Day cards are the only cards they got for Mother's Day. How sad is that? They didn't get Mother's Day cards from their own kids. Not that the kids didn't text them or do a phone call, but that's kind of what kids do nowadays. Sometimes a text and a phone call. It would be nice to give your mother a card or flowers, My mom isn't into flowers. She likes plants, though. I can give her a plant and she can actually keep it alive. I'm just doing a little figure 8 there. And just letting a little bit of linen thread go behind there. So she does keep plants alive. She waters her plants and she could keep plants alive. She just for some reason, she just thinks flowers are a waste of money. I disagree. I think flowers are wonderful and I love flowers. My husband knows I love flowers. And he gets them for me sometimes. So now I'm using a bunch of dimensionals. Because even though I have adhesive to hold them there, right? Even though that's good, I have adhesive to hold them there. I still want to, but that's only a little piece of adhesive. I'm going to reinforce it with 4 dimensionals to hold up the sentiment and to make sure that my little thread doesn't move and fall off the card. So that's how you put the linen thread there behind as an accent. You could do more loops than I did. I did like 2 loops. And you could do many loops. All right, there's a little bit, I can make a little bit more come out. You have to pull it, see? Pull it out from under there to make it a little bigger. Okay, looks good to me. Happy Mother's Day. And of course, we need bling now. I told you that, you can use your bling from the ones that got sent to you in your kit. So I'll probably add some pearls or something to this. Let's see what I could add. You have different bling on yours. You have the Sale-A-Bration bling. I'm just going to add a few sequins or something. Where are they? I'm just trying to find something in this bag. These are like this is a little retired bag of sequins I have. I just saw them. Oh, here we go. So I'm adding, not the hearts, I'm going to add these little sequins. There we go. That's what I'm adding to mine. Then later I'll add something to those. But I just think it'd be fun to add some bling. So add some bling. Add 3 to 5 pieces of bling. A couple on the paper, a couple outside the paper. And voila, you have a fun Mother's Day card. Do you like it better with or without the inking around the edges? Now, I think it really, to me, I like the inking around the edges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the inking after the fact, and I'm just going to get in there. If there's any ink left on my brush, which there should be. And I'm just going to do a little bit of inking, not much, because I don't have a lot on my brush, and I'm not about to ink up my block again. But see, that's how to do it after the fact. You just get your little sticky note under there. And you can ink up. Sometimes the cards I make are better after I make them the second time. Okay, I improve upon my own design, which you should always do. Improve upon your own designs. I do like the second one better because it has the extra embellishments on it as well. Again, use your embellishments that you have. Now, let me put these extra pieces away. And these were some of the other pieces I didn't show you because we did use them for the first card. But you're going to see them in a minute. After I say hi to you, give you guys shout-outs, I'll show you all the celebration. Or as I'm doing it, I will give you the celebration card overview. So let me just I'm just putting some stuff away. All right. Let me put something there for the glare. And there's always glare. All right. Put these away. Got to wash that off. And the ink goes right back. And it was so easy to figure out which marker was which. I don't label the front of my stamp storage with the colors, but I automatically knew which marker because the ink was out of the case. So I was like, oh, I knew which marker to use. This is really easy. All right, ink. Jean prefers ink on the edges. Jean T. All right, thank you, Jean. Laura, ink on the edges. Denise, my channel member. Thank you, Denise, with inking. Lisa likes it with the inking. Thank you, Lisa, for your comment. Yeah, people don't send cards that much anymore. I mean, they may say they're busy, but nobody's too busy to send cards. If you're making cards, then you're not too busy to send a card. You just address the card and do a bunch at once, though. It does take longer if you try to send one card at a time. It would take you like forever. So address all your cards at once. Get a label maker. Do things that make it easy to send cards. That's why I have a label maker. It makes it easy to send cards. I have an address book. Hello, Christina. Thank you for being my channel member. Okay. I'm not sure what border Inike is a borderline. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. All right. Maybe I missed the other part of the conversation. Sometimes I jump in on the end here. Oh. We're talking about donors? You had 3 transplants? Oh my goodness. That's amazing. That's what Christine's talking about. She had 3 transplants. And your mom and cousin were your donors, and then another one was a deceased young man. Christine, I would love to hear more about that story. That's very, you're very blessed. All right. Kathy, thank you. She's saying she loves the punch. All right. Thank you. Janet's already writing the measurements. Thank you, Janet. All right. You guys are all talking about all kinds of cool stuff and very interesting stories. Okay, so she gave you your life twice. Okay. Christina, you're making me like teary-eyed. This is an amazing story. So I'm working backwards on the comments, but Christina Fullen, she's saying that her mom gave her life twice. Not only a mom, so she needs a Mother's Day card, but she also gave you a kidney. I mean, oh my goodness, the love, the unconditional love. That is amazing. My brother, not my brother, my nephew's wife is waiting for a donor, a donated. She needs a kidney, and she's kind of young, so she's not high up on the list. So that's very sad. She's not, and she has the other kidney, so she's still not like in critical point yet. Hello, Denise. Let me grab these cards as I'm reading all of these. Wow, a friend's new baby. She lost a friend's new baby. Oh my goodness, Lisa, that's so sad. Your friend lost her baby? That's very sad. Hello, Laura. All right. I think I got everybody. I guess say hi to Caroline. Thank you for being a channel member. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, M. And hello, Heaven. Heaven Best from Florida. And Cheryl's from Australia. And M is from Canada. All right. I think I said hi to everybody. Oh, Nola. I miss Nola. I'm giving you guys something to look at as I look at all these comments. So first, I'll show you the other cards made with this paper. All right. Hello, Dawn Klein. Nice to see you. Nola's eating dinner. She's on the West Coast over there. Denise is from Missouri. And Dawn is here. Thank you, guys. Awesome. I love all you guys. And I appreciate this very lively, interesting conversation. And I'm glad I have it here to look back on because, whoa, we had some deep conversations here. Oh, no. Okay, she didn't lose her baby. Lisa, thank you for the clarification. Your friend didn't lose her baby. She just lost the baby card you sent her with a gift card inside. You know, some people are stealing stuff out of mail, which is very sad. So it's really sad, but maybe you do Amazon electronic gift card, but still send homemade cards. Very. So Anika is saying in the Netherlands, everybody's a donor unless they carry a card that says they don't want to be one. Interesting, because I'm a donor. I mean, I had to say I'm a donor, though. Thank you, Denise. Or Debbie. Anyway, this was the original card I made for the Easter with the Flight and Airy. And then I added this little piece afterwards, and I like that better. I like the inking a little better on this one because it's darker. And this is the Heartfelt Hexagon Punch. So we've already made that card in this group. Okay, in this series. If you missed these card tutorials, just go back and look at them. Yeah, everyone should be a donor. I mean, that's a good, I mean, if they want to be, I mean, they don't have to be, but I'm saying they should put it on their license, like it's on my license, that way people know. Okay, I love this more, or mostly, it's mostly adored, or most adored, sorry, most adored designer series paper. I love all the foiling in the designer series paper. And then we used one of the postage punches. Okay, this card we have yet to make, so we're going to get to vote on sympathy, or watermelons, or tools. We have 3 cards left to make, plus we still are waiting for my jungles. I don't have my jungle card yet, or my jungle set. All right, we made this card. Actually, we made this card, Enjoy Your Day, with the Watermelon Wonder. So that's the one we made here in this series, so check out that. And then this is one I did for a swap, but I got really behind on my swaps and didn't get to put the leaf on all of them. So this one has a leaf, and then they didn't all get leaves. But Hello There is from the same stamp set as this one. It's called So Sincere. So these are almost the same card design, except for this one is a scan and cut. I use a scan and cut to cut out a lot of my watermelon pieces. So anyway, check out how to use the watermelon stamp set. And we're going to also do one more card with watermelon. Okay, and then we made this one, Enjoy Your Day, with the tools. And then I told you I was going to, okay, here's one we could still make, this one. These are the 3 we have left to make. So you can vote on sympathy, hello, or dad. Or just write thoughts, hello, dad. 1, 2, or 3. You can actually vote 1, 2, or 3. It'd be easier. Then we'll narrow it down. After you do 1, 2, 3, we'll narrow it down. So I did the Love Beyond Measure. That's from Perennial Postage. And I put that on with the ruler. And there's another card Kathy made for my husband I'm going to try to find and show you the samples of. And this, I mean, this card is so simple. The dad card. Okay, it looks like we're getting dad, 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 dad. Okay, we're gonna do dad card next. How about that? I got like 5 votes for it, so we'll do this one next. And it's gonna be so simple. And then what we'll do is I'll probably make 2 different designs because it's so simple with whatever tool paper I have left. Then after that, we'll do watermelon or sympathy, and depending on whether I have my jungle paper, or jungle, not paper, jungle pals. I plan on making a note card with the jungle pals. I did order that. And then I did have the dies at one time, but then I gave them away as a bingo prize, but super cool. And I'll try to dig out some more examples of what you could do with these embossing folders. I mean, this one is free when you spend $100, so not everything's free when you spend $50. But this little embossing folder, I just want to point out before I end tonight, is you see, like how that looks on there. Like the embossing folder looks really cool in the back. All right, so celebrate. Get yourself some free stuff. Having lots of fun with the free stuff. And you can only do it during February. We've changed it to once a year. There's no more celebration twice a year. This is only 3 weeks left in this. So if you want to get free stuff, this is the time to do it. All right. You have until the 10th to sign up for my Card on Blue Card Club. This is what we're making this month. Using Notes of Nature. The stamp set is sold separately. Just look in the offerings down beneath the description of this video, and you can see what we are doing for the offerings. And then we have Hot Air Balloon. This is what we're making. This is what we made already. We started that series. So the Hot Air Balloon series is also going on. Again, bundles sold separately. I don't add on things that I have to order for you. You order the things from the company, like your supplies, and then you order the kit from me. If you like, you can also order supplies and follow along. My kits will be available freely on YouTube, as always. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial and this lively conversation. Thank you, Anike. I'm glad you like the cards. And Kathy says she loves the Jungle Pals. Thank you all for watching. This is the Paper Chef. Have a great evening.